So for years, we've abstained from buying the Stevie Ray Vaughan signature Strat. We finally gave in and ended up buying one, and to be honest, it's everything we hoped for. But there is one major thing that Fender have completely overlooked for Stevie's signature Strat. So today we're gonna put it through its paces and work out what that wrong element is. So let's go. So this right here is Fender's Stevie Ray Vaughan signature Strat. It's instantly recognizable with the sunburst finish and the black pickguard, with of course Stevie's initials engraved into the pickguard itself. So it's complete with gold hardware and a super cool left-handed tremolo system, which we'll talk about in a second. A big fat neck and frets, plus USA Texas Special pickups. So let's start off by talking about the neck. Now the neck is pretty big, but it's not, it's not a baseball bat, but it's got that kind of chunky feeling, which actually for me feels right at home. Like I can get my hand around it. It's just great for bending, and like you really want to dig in when you're playing this neck. It just has something to grab onto. Now the fingerboard is interesting because it's a Pal Faro board. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but it's Pal Faro, which is said to be a bit snappier than rosewood. Now the frets are nice and tall. I think they're medium jumbo, so you can really dig in and get that ferocious kind of Texas blues guitar playing going. Now the pickups are the famed USA Texas Special pickups. These pickups are legendary now. They're hotter than your average Strat set, so because they're so hot, if you're going into a slightly cleaner amp, which is not quite at the edge of breakup yet, these almost overload your signal into getting that breakup even earlier. I think they do a good job for the masses at trying to get a Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of sound. But if you wanted to go a bit more authentic with these pickups, you'd want to go with lower output pickups, because that's what Stevie would have used in his vintage Strat. But for the masses of people plugging into a random Fender tube amp, these really, are a great blanket pickup for everyone just to try. Now the coolest part for me on this guitar is, in fact, the left-handed reversed tremolo system. Stevie actually had his guitar modified to have a left-handed tremolo system on his #1 Strat. So this is a nod and a bit of a homage to that. Now weirdly though, it's actually super comfy. Like if I could change all of my Strats to a left-handed tremolo system without having the big gaping hole that you'd be left with, I would actually do that, because there's something about it in your hands. It just feels supernatural. Now, all of that being said about this guitar being brilliant, there's one major flaw that Fender have overlooked on this Stevie Ray Vaughan signature Strat, and that is the fact that they've used polyurethane gloss rather than the classic nitrocellulose lacquer that would have been on Stevie's guitar. Now, I understand this isn't a custom shop guitar, so, you know, nitro's time consuming and expensive to produce at scale. But the reality is you could play this guitar every day for the next 20 years, and in 20 years it would still look brand new, like factory polished. And to say this guitar is a homage to Stevie, who, you know, Stevie's guitar looked like it went through 100 wars. This is just always going to look super shiny and clean and almost a bit toy-like compared to Stevie's guitar. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful guitar. I'm just saying it would have been perfect if it had the nitro finish on it. Anyway, enough talk right now. Me and Tom are going to send you guys off with an empty arms jam. I'm going to be using the Cowboy King overdrive pedal that we make. You'll hear the clean sound of the deluxe reverb amp, and then you'll see me click it on. It will send your guitar tone into that gritty Texas overdrive sound that we all know and love. But yeah, let us know what you think to this guitar in the comments, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.